stop putting energy into setting boundaries. Have you ever heard that? Why would I say something like that? We know that boundaries are healthy for us, for relationships. We know they're an essential part of good, healthy well-being and interactions with other people. So why would I say stop putting so much energy into boundaries? I'm going to say that because it's kind of a backward approach. So poor boundaries come from poor beliefs. So if we have a boundary that says I'm going to give without caring for myself, or I'm going to let other people walk all over me, or it's going to be hard to set limits, it's going to be hard to say no, I'm going to be suffering under the weight of perfectionism or people pleasing or overproducing, overperforming. If that's the case, then there's an underlying belief system. So we can go ahead and set those boundaries, but what's going to happen is the action, the new action, the boundary, like saying, this thing in the relationship needs to change, and setting a boundary around that. If we don't have the belief that it's okay to stick up for ourselves, or that we can handle big emotions, or that it's okay to say no sometimes, then what's going to happen is we're going to set that boundary. We're going to feel like a bad person. We're going to feel fearful of disconnection, fearful of conflict. We're not going to know how to manage the emotions that come around, even with setting boundaries for ourselves. So we might set a boundary and say, I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to start some healthy habits, or I'm going to leave work at home. And when I come home at night, I'm going to be fully present because I know I've given my all during the day and that's enough. But yet, we feel like, oh, but I'm the one who has to do everything. It's not okay to say no. I have to overachieve, not just achieve, but it's never good enough. And then we bump up against that belief that says, I have to be perfect. I have to always be on. It's not okay to relax. I'm going to fail if I relax. I can't drop all the balls. So what I'm saying is, when we have a hard time setting boundaries with ourselves, with other people, the real root of that is that we have a belief system that doesn't support it. So then we're battling against ourselves. So while boundaries are important, what's really fantastic is to be able to change the belief. And when we change that core subconscious belief that's hardwired in us to make us feel like this is how we get belonging, this is what our role is, this is who we are. When we make a change in that underlying belief, healthy boundaries come naturally. If you work inward out, your results are going to be far faster and a whole lot more lasting.